avow and endorse Ye. Let me repeat. I completely avow and endorse Ye. This is News from 5D. I'm Otis 5D.
News from 5D with Otis 5D.
So before we get into the tweets, the brazy tweets of Ye, I just want to say, just in case somebody doesn't know who happens upon this video, that what has happened is that over the past, 12 hours, 24 hours, Ye has just done an endless stream of tweets basically saying everything that he ever wanted to say and or get off his chest, and he just kept going until he ran out of things to say. It's like, I don't have anything more to say. Thanks for listening. Bye. Something along those lines in his Ye style. So I want to take a look at just some of these tweets and endorse and avow them. And I feel like I shouldn't say this but I'm saying it. I am Jewish, and I avow and endorse Ye. Okay? I've studied in yeshivas. I went on the Birthright Israel trip. I have so many Jewish friends, like infinity Jewish friends. Maybe they won't like me anymore, but I'm just saying. And I completely avow and endorse Ye. So let's take a look at what I'm avowing and endorsing, or at least a subset of what I'm avowing and endorsing. So Ye says, I think the N-word is still off limits for the white folks. So any N-words come in my face and ask me about that puff shit, I'm stealing off them immediately. Stealing off somebody is, getting a quick 1-2 in on them immediately. I don't give a fuck if you 8 feet tall. I'm going to jump and steal off you. No more N-words telling me what color hat to wear. If you ask me on the phone, I'm hanging up immediately and never speaking to you again. If you DM me about it, I'm blocking you. You N-words is controlled and broke. All you Kamala dick-riding faggots, I think faggots has re-entered the Overton window of words one can say. The N-word is kind of like the last man standing of words outside the Overton window. Y'all got everything to say about my opinions when you just doing what N-words make you do for money. Faggots don't mean gay either. I certainly co-sign that. Faggots does not mean gay. It means faggot like it always meant, you fucking retard. This is so clear. This to me, so what I'm avowing and endorsing is don't fucking tell him what to say or how to live. Leave him the fuck alone. He doesn't care. He doesn't need your input. His life from an outside perspective is going quite well. There are very few people on planet Earth whose life is going better than Ye's life from the outside perspective in terms of like the way that society measures status. And we don't know. No one except Ye knows how his life is going on inside. And to play psychologist with him is it's no one's right. It's no one's right. And he fully has the right to live how he wants to live. And he doesn't have to listen to anybody. Okay, so then the next group of co-signed, avowed, and endorsed tweets are, I love this one. Ain't nobody ramped up either. I'm calm as ice, meaning, oh, Kanye's off his meds. Kanye's gone crazy. No, bitch. I'm calm. This is how I communicate. I don't have to communicate the way that you say people need to communicate. I'm smarter than you. I'm richer than you. I'm more popular than you. I'm more talented than you. And I don't need you. I hire people. I don't need the opinions of people I don't hire to give me their opinions. This how I really feel, how I really felt, and how I will always feel. Fuck all of your fuck ass unfair business deals. Any Jewish person that does business with me needs to know that I don't like or trust any Jewish person. Nobody has to like or trust any other person. I've had super bad experiences with certain personality types, certain other like group characteristics, and I don't necessarily like or trust people who have those characteristics. And if he wants to not like or trust an ethnic group, you can tell him he shouldn't do that, but he's allowed to do that. You don't have to like or trust any group of people. That's the whole promise of America and free speech, is leave me the fuck alone to live how I want to live. He's not telling anyone else they have to think how he thinks. He's saying, look, this is who I am, and fuck you. I get to be like this. You try to do all this shit to me because of how I really feel based on his experiences. He said that at length, that this is all based on his experiences. He said, fuck all of your fuck ass unfair business deals, meaning Kanye has done more business deals than 99.999% of humanity. And so anyone outside of that 0.001% really doesn't have any grounds to speak on when it comes to his experiences of business dealings. And the music industry and the fashion industry are very Jewish. So he's been dealing with, and obviously the law industry is very Jewish. So he's been dealing with a lot of Jewish people, and he's had the experiences that he's had. And he's not the only fucking one who's had these experiences, bro. Michael Jackson certainly had very similar things to say and similar experiences. I believe Prince as well. So this isn't like it's not just this one crazy guy. Okay. And based on that, but he says any Jew, see, the beauty is he's like, I'm still willing to do business with Jewish people, but you need to know I don't like or trust you. But we can still do business. That's actually, based on my experience with Jewish people, that's a very Jewish concept. We don't have to like each other. It's just business. We can do business. Okay. Next, he says, anybody who work for me that don't agree, fuck you, quit. You most likely charging too much anyway. That's a funny joke. It's like a Jew joke, overcharging, blah, blah, blah. But, and that's what Kanye is so great. He's so funny. Like, he has such a great sense of humor. And that's the other part. Anybody who worked for me that don't agree, quit. I don't fucking need you. Fuck you. Get out. I'm the boss. You don't tell me that it makes you uncomfortable. So get out. There's more people that I can hire. You're not a fucking special snowflake. I don't want to hear about it. You don't like it? Go somewhere else. Get out of my fucking face. Okay, so then he says, be clear, you Jewish N-words don't run me no more. This is a free country, and this is my free opinion. You abort black children for stem cells. Abortion is murder, and it's pushed onto the black and Latino communities. I'll tell you straight up. In particular, with electronic dance music, Trax Records out of Chicago, and also, I can't remember the name of the record label in Detroit, but a lot of the earliest record labels in electronic dance music, obviously also hip-hop with Rick Rubin, Leor Cohen, Jerry Heller, etc., and also like blues music with the Chess Records. There's a lot of Jews running these black music labels historically. They did not treat these artists well. Trax Records, the guy in Chicago, he really fucked over a lot of super legendary, amazing Chicago house producers and gave them nothing for the music. And so my point really is just that these are things I have been totally aware of, basically that The Jewish community does not have a fully clean track record when it comes to dealing with black people, both culturally and in business. Now, on the other hand, you can say it was the Jewish people that were in the freedom marches for the desegregation of the schools in the South. That's a whole other story. My point is more than anything is just that this is a very nuanced topic, and it's not crazy whatsoever for someone like Ye to have these experiences that he's had. And to me, the introduction of these conversations, like Me Too, into the cultural conversation is both overdue and much needed. Maybe some of the things he's saying are incorrect, and then society can update and get better information, including him. But while this thing remains outside the Overton window, you can't even have the fucking conversation, and you're like, this shit is all happening. It's same. Think about how it felt to be a woman in Hollywood with Harvey Weinstein. Something happened to you, and everybody's like, oh, I can't say anything. Harvey Weinstein, of course, also Jewish. But it's like that feeling is so enraging it's a very natural response for somebody who is very kind of like ahead of the curve and brave to just fucking get it out. And I don't fucking care how you take it. It's not my problem how you take it. Give me the credit for being the only fucking person strong enough to just say what I actually think. And that's the number one thing that I co-sign, avow, and endorse. I co-sign, avow, and endorse everyone saying exactly what they think. Because that is a world that is honest and transparent. It is so much better in my experience of relationships with other human beings to know someone hates me and they're like, I fucking think you are the biggest piece of shit. And I'm like, okay, probably aren't going to be friends with you, versus somebody that doesn't say anything and they're kind of always around, but I always get this bad feeling. It's like eventually I just want to fucking scream at them like, what the fuck? And I'll tell you, 9 times out of 10 in my experience, eventually it comes out that this person was a hardcore hater and they just were too pussy to say it. And it's like, I don't have any respect for that. I much rather have the hate in the world out in the open, because then it's like, you know, now it's all out on the table, and now we can actually just be like, okay, hey, how are we gonna deal with this? Like, now everybody doesn't have all this pent up rage and frustration. So that, again, that's the number one thing that I avow, co-sign, and endorse. And yeah, so you Jewish N-words, don't run me no more. I'm never apologizing for my Jewish comments. I can say whatever the fuck I want to say forever. Co-sign, avow, and endorse. Where's my fucking apology for freezing my account? Suck my dick. How's that for an apology? Chef's kiss. Suck my dick. How's that for an apology? This is full on like narcissistic abuse where someone does crazy shit to you. They freeze your fucking bank accounts and then they gaslight you like you need to give them an apology. And once you give them an apology, they don't have to say shit to you. This is so fucked up, so sadistic, and so unacceptable, you know? I wanted like a bigger, badder, angrier word than that, but it's fundamentally unacceptable. And you know, let's go woke on this. Let's just go woke. The Stonewall riots, at least the popular version of the Stonewall riots, where the first LGBT group of people stood up to the police and were like, fuck you, we are who we are, and we have the right to be who we want to be. Now, if people treated those people the way that a lot of people treat Ye, they would say, well, you didn't have to riot. You didn't have to express it in such an aggressive way. You could have just written an op-ed. You know, as Chairman Mao said, a revolution is not essays, papers and vibes. A revolution is not a dinner party, okay? When you feel that something needs to enter into the Overton window and that maybe you're the one to do it, you do it however the fuck you do it, and you deal with the consequences later. And so to me, the things that he's pulling into the Overton window and normalizing, like him loving Hitler, like if he just stands there and is like, yes, I still love Hitler. Yes, I love Hitler. I love Hitler. I love Hitler. I love Hitler. Love Hitler, I love. It's like eventually like you can only do that for so long. Eventually the shock response wears off and you're like, damn, this guy loves Hitler. And then eventually a couple young people are like, why does Ye love Hitler? And they start asking uncensored AI, why would someone love Hitler? And then it's like, well, Hitler created the environmental movement and he was a vegetarian and da da da. And, you know, like he pulled Germany out of hyperinflation. And like, oh, I didn't know any of that. And then it's like, but that's the, they don't want that. Like the people that are attempting to say you can't say you love Hitler don't want anyone to find out that there are reasons. Look, he fucking was loved by tens of millions of people in his country. Anybody that's loved by tens of millions of people, whether it's Donald Trump or Barack Obama or Franklin Delano Roosevelt or George Washington or Stalin or Mussolini or Franco or Hitler or Julius Caesar, you know, you could go down the line. Like, there is a side of things that are good about them. And if this is normalized, now we can start having adult conversations. And there is absolutely, now we're getting into my subjective opinion, which is correct, but I have to like make disclaimers because I'm just a guy, right? I'm not the oracle. There is a force on this earth that does not want adult conversations about many things. And one of them is about Hitler. And so Ye standing there forces the issue. Eventually, people are going to just start having heard people like me, people all over the internet, Hitler this, Hitler that. Here's what I think of Hitler. This is what I think of Hitler. And there's going to become a more nuanced perspective on Hitler is going to develop. And that's very important for the future of humanity. We need nuanced perspectives on absolutely everything. Because otherwise, like, you know, what is it, that thing leaves everyone blind? An eye for an eye leaves everyone blind. If we just have insane visions, Trump, Hitler, yay, Hillary Clinton, like, we're a bunch of crazy monkeys. We're going to blow up the world. You know, like, there's nuance. And so I avow, co-sign, and endorse everything that Ye said. Meaning, even if I don't agree, I endorse it because I endorse his right to feel it, think it, believe it, say it, and own it. And I think that what he's done is 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. So check out my website, see what I got going on, and go fuck yourself. Peace.
Otis5D.xyz.
Go fuck yourself.